saying wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start by running the option to the right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
First down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
Jackson's pass.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
They go play action with Jackson. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Looking to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Ball carrier, Marshawn Lattimore on the tackle. It's a gain of 5.
They'll look to throw here. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got Evans. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
10 at the 31-yard line.
Now Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up
back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going deep this time for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going up top for Miller. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
1st down, New Orleans.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. From the gun, Jackson. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
From the 17, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Saints 7, Buccaneers 0. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Airing this one out for Evans. He's got a man complete. Mike Evans. He's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 82 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And the Saints first down.
Jackson's going to look to run it. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
New Orleans.
So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Carlton Davis picks it. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Going deep this time for Miller. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
At the 44-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Flush to his right. And incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up, 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The Bucs on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Saints 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down here the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
It's a big play there for the Saints. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But now it's 3rd and goal. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this one.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Lutz for the field goal try.
A 29-yard attempt.
And Lutz's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep route, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going into halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. After the interception, here's Jackson. Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris.
Complete.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts,
A gain of 9.
as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Buccaneers 40.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Jackson now. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Saints.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Going up top for Miller. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now this time he'll look to throw. Going deep this time for Miller. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 46. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
The Saints, first down.
From the gun, Jackson. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
15-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. Jackson will throw again. Eluding the... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Lamar Jackson. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Bloods to try to add the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Saints 17, Buccaneers 14. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a Saints first down on the pickup of 13.
First down, New Orleans.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So that'll back him up 5. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Operating from the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
This is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
First down, Saints.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Finding Harris over the middle.
Jackson.
That catch good for only a couple.
Deontay Harris.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
And Jackson throwing once more. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And they will.
Yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On play action, they'll throw.
6-yard line.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. You look right there. So look right there. Hurry, 79.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes it...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll run it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Through, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 24. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A gain of 13 yards.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara.
First down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They run it again with Kamara. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Kamara on the carry.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. This to make it a 3-score game late. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That good for 19 on a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Tonight.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.